This episode was brought to you in part by LOOTCRATE and Loot Gaming. You can go to lootcrate.com/MrAeroHD right now and use the code AERO, that's AERO, at checkout and save 10% off your entire subscription. Link in the description below. What is going on? What is up with it? MrAeroHD here, and we are here today with the Mazda, however you say it, FC RX7. This was just released. Holy shit, I can't talk. This was just released in the Alpine Stars DLC pack, which if you guys haven't seen it, we'll go over it really quickly here. Super sick, and not just because of what like the drift cars that are in it. It's actually just a nice pack in general. So you got the new NSX, the new M4, the new Dodge Viper ACR. So three really stacked cars right there. Falcon XR GT. I've never heard or seen this before, but it does look super cool. And then obviously you have the FC RX7, the kooky S14, which I'm super excited about because it's my personal favorite. I prefer the kooky S14 to the Zenki S14. But I don't know, it's just cool to have in the game. And then the Talbot Sunbeam Lotus. Never heard of this car before. Don't know where it comes from. I've never heard of Talbot before. But it's a rear-wheel drive, which is, I never expected that, but might be building the Talbot at some point, but we're going to be doing the FC today, mostly just because we already did an S14 recently. As much as I do like the Zenki, it comes with the Boss Rocket Bunny kit, which kind of like makes the front look Camaro-y or muscle car-y. I definitely just want to do the RX-7. Now, all I kind of built this already just because I was impatient. Oh, no, because I was super impatient. But I took all the parts off, and we're going to be building it different. So I built it with just a regular old, or the stock rotary engine, but we're going to try something a bit different. We're not going to V8 it. We're going to do a different engine swap. But, of course, today we're going to be wide-bodying it just because we can get the wider rear tires. That and it looks really nice. It's not like a Rocket Bunny kit or anything that adds like oh, it takes away the hood. That's weird. It's not like a Rocket Bunny kit or anything that like adds like it doesn't change the style. It's basically the body lines and stuff that are already there. It just, you know, widens the track. So with engine swaps, we are going to do an engine swap today. So I do have a version of this car probably already on the storefront with the regular engine in it. I will probably do a V8 eventually. It just didn't feel right for this car because this car's so light. But what we're going to do is the Turbo Rally. I'm joking. I'm absolutely joking. We're going to 4-rotor it. We don't need 690 horsepower, obviously, and I want to keep it, but I want to keep it rotary. But I've already built the stock rotary engine, so I figured do a little bit of a change. We don't need that much power, obviously, at all. So now all we can do is change the front bumper, which we can just throw the race front bumper on it, which kind of sucks. If we could have that Mazda speed bumper, it would look so much better. But, you know, Forza takes away fun things from us sometimes. And then we throw the street hood on. That's why it said I didn't own it already. So rear tire width. We can go 295s, which is really enough. I kind of was hoping to get 305s on the back, but that's fine. And then what's weird is you can do 295s on the front too. So I'm assuming this car is probably going to be a really good race car. Because you can have a really wide front tire. Obviously, we're not going to do that. I'm going to go with a 275 just because I don't need that wide of a front tire. It's just excessive. And then for a tire, we can do sport. But again, they have the Horizon race tire compound, which I really wish they would offer just as a like a Horizon tire compound. Like it does. I wish they could just like make any tire like that because I like sport tires. I don't want to have to use a race tire to be able to have writing on the outside of my tires because it makes the car look cooler. But anyway, we're using 15. I forgot what the name of this rim is, but we're using 1552 Forge 3-piece Formula TR. So it's a 1552 Formula TR. Hopefully I remember that for next episode. I use these wheels a lot. I really like them a lot. So we're going to go ahead upgrade the drivetrain and the platform. And I will see you guys when we get to the engine. So as always, you're going to be running rally springs instead of race springs. It's really up to a personal preference. I just like the fact that I can get more angle, more steering lock with the rally springs. If you like race springs and that's what you like, that's fine too. It doesn't really matter. You know, I just prefer the more steering lock less stiffness in my suspension type thing. A lot of people are like, oh, I hate rally springs, they suck, I don't like them. That's fine, you know, you don't have to do that. I just strongly recommend rally springs, but that's what we're gonna do today. And then with the engine, we're gonna leave it standard. I think we can remove the restrictors and make like another 20-30 horsepower, which isn't super necessary. Also, it's only like a $500 part. Okay, I was like, this is overly expensive for no reason. I kind of want to do it just for the more torque, but we're just going to leave the stock 4-rotor in here now. So it's going to be $54,000 build, and it's only like a $10,000 car, so it's not that much. But yeah, so we're going to purchase these parts, and we're going to go tune. All right, so we're here at the airport. We haven't done this section in a while, so we're going to start off here. Just going to jump into the tuning section. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we're in the tuning menu. I just had a bunch of notifications and I wanted to get rid of. I was gifted 2 cars for some reason, so I don't quite understand why that was done. So we're going to put the tire pressure a bit lower than normal, just because we're running a lot more power than we should be in this car. I'm going to have the gears very high. I'm going to start with a 4.0 final drive and work from there, mostly just because like this car is going to have no torque. Top speed of 240, Jesus Christ. The car's going to have no torque, so we're really just going to want to make sure that we are in the torque band all the time. So high gear helps that. So we're going to put a bit more toe than normal just because I want to make sure this car has grip. I'm going to try 5.9 caster just to see if it works. Camber, I'm making sure I almost have a flat rear tire, maybe a little bit more negative camber. I just want to make sure my rear tires are flat so we get as much contact patch as possible. But 1.7 front. Oh my god, the anti-roll bars are pretty much tuned almost. No, they're not. I'm totally lying. So we're going to have a bit softer rear anti-roll bars than normal, but the fronts will be fairly regular. If I do remember, the ride height's really weird in this car where the front is like naturally lower, so we're going to raise the front to be 2.2 inches higher. The front springs I might make as stiff as I can. Boop, 705. Might make it a little bit softer, and then we're going to do in 590. That's fine, so we're just going to do just below, and then we'll do this. With like suspension, I know where the sliders kind of need to be, but you know, that's really where your tweaking comes from, because you can only just guess. Like, oh yeah, that sounds about right. With the diff, I'm not gonna go too crazy. 85, I think 70. You know what? I can even probably go lower than that, just because we have a lot of power. We don't really need that to run that crazy of a differential setup. And here we go. How it sits now. That sounds really good as well. Actually, I kind of like, I don't want to say I get triggered, but like I get screwed up by the sound of a 4-rotor because I hear people use it in S15s and I'm just like, no, what are you doing? That's a poor engine choice. But yeah, let's see what we did here. Transition's really fast. Oh my god, that's a lot of angle for a not Horizon Edition car. The rear is very, very, very grippy. Oh my goodness. Like, that was a big entry for like not being a Horizon Edition car with the extra lock. You definitely feel, yeah, you definitely feel that there's no torque down low, but the gears are almost perfect. Yeah, we did it. We did what I wanted to do. Anything below 5,000, like, there's power, but it's just, like, not that much. I threw it in, the drift tap didn't really help. I threw it in really hard, and it still was like, okie dokie, boss. All right, so fourth definitely needs to be a little bit shorter. First, second, third are fine. Fourth is a little bit too short, and then we'll make fifth and sixth about the same. Like, it holds quite a bit of angle for what it is. And it transitions quick, but it's not like off-putting, if that makes sense. It's not like, oh no, like, it's too twitchy. By God. You know what I'm saying? This thing is amazing. I know I said I built one before, and I did build one before, but I don't remember what the settings were. Honestly, I like this section, and like we could do it a couple more times, but like I'm already really happy with the setup, which is kind of sucks because, you know, half this video is gonna be like trying to like, oh well, you can kind of see him tweaking or see me tweaking the setup, but like it's almost done. Like gears and diff, and then like this chassis setup to me right now, perfect. Feels like there's a lot of rear grip, but like as soon as you get into the power of the engine, it's like okie dokie boss, no problem. That's a lot of angle. Like I said, that's a lot of angle for a car that's only running 295s on the back, number one, and number two, only really, or is really over, like not really overpowered, but like doesn't have like a stupid amount of steering lock. Yeah, I like this thing a lot. Where do we go? Where do we go now? Ow. Probably go to Byron and see what Byron we can do in Byron. Okie doke. So we're here in Byron Bay. I've done a video on this section. Honestly, my favorite place just to come and have a little session. Just because the section flows so well together, and there's so much different kinds of corners. There's tight corners. There's a whoa. Got a little excited there. Tight corners, long corners. It's just a really well. Oh my God. Okay. So it was really good on the flat. This is why we go to different places, guys. You don't go, all right, it's tuned, and then just kind of leave it at that. It was really good at the flat airport, but I don't know if it's just like the whatchamacallit, the elevation changes that are screwing us up here. Oh no. But not a really good start. Fucking BMW. Alright, it's not so bad this time. Maybe it was like cold tires or something. Oh, that was like a car tap. Come on. How dare you? Don't you know who I am? I am the Drift Dad. Just be Papa Dorifto. That was pretty cringy. So he still has enough power in fourth. I'm just like sketched out. It's gonna bog. It's for like 8,500 RPM, which is not low. Get out of the way. It's like, is it gonna bog out? Is it gonna bog out? Oh my God, the angle. Hello. Hello. Is that Alex? Is that Alex throwing a huck and a slippy? Did he just do skids? Alex just did skids. I'm telling. Oh my God. Guys, the world is... The end is nigh. The end is nigh. Fucking run away. The end is nigh. Alex just did a skid. I seen it. I seen it. He did it with the Corvette. The world is over. If Fail Race gets into drifting, my YouTube career is over. I can't compete with that. It's like the only reason, like, it's like, I'm not going to do drifting because then I'll make Aero's channel obsolete. Thanks, man. This car is really, really fun to drive. Dare I say it, new main. Like, nothing's going to steal the bayness away from my my Corvette, but honestly too, this will be about, I think it was like maybe 50 pounds lighter than the V8. So if you're running the V8, if you guys want me to make a V8 setup, I don't know if I'll make a video on it, but I'll post it on the storefront. Just let me know on Twitter or in the comments, and I will absolutely make a V8 setup. I'll probably end up making one anyway, because I have... Oh, I went into my nose. I have a regular rotary, and then I have this rotary. And the Turbo Rally engine is just, like, not a smart idea at all. A cool swap would have been the SR20 for this, actually. I would have liked to have seen that. This is also another one of those cars that I could probably drive for a while. And that's why I'm not talking so much, because I'm literally just sitting here like, yeah, this is good. And pondering, like, do I change fourth gear? Do I leave it the way it is because it's not necessarily broken? Like, this car feels freaking flawless, and I haven't even really made any changes to it. Tire pressure feels great. It's maybe not as smooth as I want it to be, but like, it's just feels so capable. You just pull the handbrake, turn the corner, and mash the throttle, and be like, I got this. I meant to do that. But I might go to the parking lot just to test it. If I don't end up making any changes there, we'll probably just do a rival section or something, and then we will call that a tune. So we are at the parking lot, and yeah, it just feels really freaking good. It honestly feels, I don't know what I changed from my other car, but it feels better than the regular rotary. Like, much better than the regular rotary. Oh, well, yeah, we lost. I spun there, but I kind of was trying to push what I can do. I'm like almost looking for things that I can change on this car, but I'm not really, they're not really like staring me in the face. I almost want to tune more rear grip into it, but like, I'm scared because there's no need for more rear grip, but like, I'm almost like, oh man, with a little bit more rear grip, it could be like amazing, but it's already really good. Oh no. Like, I'm just getting really cocky with the angle now. Holy fuck, Anna, you're annoying. Yeah, see, like, when I'm at a reasonable amount of angle, it's just like, no problemo, boss man. You're good at a video game. I'm just like, thanks, dude. Thanks, broham. So the car is super, like, I literally, the only thing wrong is like low RPMs. Low RPMs, and like once you really start getting nuts with it, you feel like it's like, oh yeah, you only got so much steering lock, and there's only so much I can do with it. If this thing had 305s on the back and Horizon Edition steering lock, it would actually be unstoppable. This is, in my opinion, the best non-Horizon Edition car, handling wise. The S14 was my favorite, but I think this one has now just taken the cake. And with that, it starts raining. Alright, so we are at the Grand Tour Sprint in Byron Bay. Honestly, this is one of my favorite places to come and drift, just because, again, there's no traffic and the layout is actually just really fun. So immediately we just huck like a huge angle that first corner. Coming into the second corner here, it's a bit of a challenge to string it together. And kind of got to wiggle. That's like one of the only really crummy parts. If you want to keep it full combo. A little jump there. Oh, a little bit too far. Mistake. A little bit of understeer there. That kind of comes with a car that has a lot of grip, though, is you kind of expect to understeer a bit. And then there's this section, which is dirt. Whoa, backies. Didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. Completely stalled out, lost all of our speed. But the car, honestly, other than like this much grip, is a little bit overwhelming. So if you've never driven a really high grip vehicle before, this is totally going to be new to you. Not just that, but it doesn't feel like it has 700 horsepower, and that's a good thing. It doesn't feel like it's constantly trying to wiggle around and break loose and drift everywhere. Honestly, if you drove this with the right amount of throttle control, I feel like it could be a decent race car. You know, and it's really high at an S-Class right now, like 870. With race tires, it's probably going to be 890 something. It just feels really, oh boy. I got into the dirt there a little bit. Really well balanced. And really good handling car. My only really, again, like I said, my only real, how many times can I say real in one sentence? My only complaints are the fact that it is a 4-rotor, so it's not gonna have all the torque in the world. But you know, I kind of knew that getting into it. High speeds, it definitely is like on the grippy side, but like I mean high speeds and like trying to drift these big dumb sweepers. That was the coolest line through that corner that section of corners I've ever taken. But and a little bit of understeer from all the grip, but overall I went to itch my nose and then just this is bad. Okay, we're good. But overall, this is probably currently one of my favorite cars on a Horizon 3 to drive. There's the S14, which is up there, and then you have the Horizon Edition cars, which is kind of in a league of their own. You know, the Corvette is just so fun. But this actually might be more fun than the Corvette, just because it's not... You feel like you're actually driving it, and you're like, oh yeah, it's not a Horizon Edition car, or it's a Horizon Edition car. It's doing all the work for me. This one, you're like, I'm just a beast. I'm just a total freaking beast. But yeah, guys, that is the... Can we stop before the line? Just. That's the FC RX7. If you guys, it's part of the Alpine Stars car pack. It is a really solid car pack. I normally don't be like, go buy this with real money. I usually am like, send me your money instead. But no, this is actually a really, really good car pack. I would suggest going to check it out. Especially if you're into drifting. The FC and the Kooky S14 alone are kind of worth it. But this car, freaking good. Really, really not a whole lot to complain about. It's just really, really fun, and probably is really, really fun to drive. Or it's not gonna be. I can't talk today. It's really, really fun to drive, just to sit down and drive. That's why I haven't really been talking that much in this video, and I apologize for that. But you know, when a car is fun, all you want to do is drift it. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go drift it a little bit more. So thank you very, very much for watching. If you want to see any cars, please leave them in the comment section below, and take care. Peace. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Also consider becoming a patron at my Patreon page, patreon.com/MrAeroHD. Want to follow me on social media, or want to hear the song that you heard in the video? Please check the description.